The Cuphead Show Season 2 trailer, All Villains Explained. With a trailer for Season 2 of the Cuphead Show recently being released, and with it looking like there's going to be a load more villains from the game in the show this time round compared to the first season, I thought I'd jump into it, break it down, and explain all of the villains that are going to be appearing in the next season of the show. So let's get into it. Here is the Cuphead Show Season 2 trailer, All Villains Explained. Just to let you know, this video will contain spoilers. The Devil. The first villain in the trailer for Season 2 of the show that we saw was the Devil. I thought it was pretty obvious that he was going to be returning to the show, purely due to the fact that he's the main villain in the game, and is the one that's forever pursuing both Cuphead and Mugman due to them signing a deal with him. The Devil holds a wealth of skills and powers that we've seen him utilize throughout Season 1 of the show. We know that he's a cunning individual that's able to manipulate others into doing as he pleases. He's also able to shapeshift and gradually increase his size or form when he wants to. And as well, he's able to summon many other demons to support him with the mission that he has at hand. So he is by far the most powerful being that there is. Baroness Von Bon Bon. This was a character that we didn't see in Season 1 of the show, but she's an extremely familiar villain from the Cuphead game. In the trailer, we saw her alongside Whippet Cream Pup, who is a large strawberry-filled cake which takes on a form of its own that she uses to her advantage when against the brothers. We know that she perceives herself to be royalty, and that's something that's carried through into her personality with the attitude that she holds. Her personality does tend to change over the course of the phases, and she does end up a little more crazy as time goes on. And it seems as though that's something that's going to happen in the show based on the shot that we saw later on in the trailer. Everything in her world is candy-filled, so I imagine the brothers are going to be encountering her once they're out of prison. Captain Brineybeard. Captain Brineybeard is relatively self-explanatory. He's a stereotypical pirate that you would expect to see. He tends to enjoy getting into the battles that he gets into, and the life of a pirate is something that runs through the character. Although he wears an eye patch, he does sometimes reveal his eye underneath it, and in an exclusive clip that was released online, we saw that he does do this in the show. It looks as though he's going to be looking for his girlfriend with the help of the brothers, so it'll be interesting to see. I also think he's going to be approaching Cala Maria, but we'll touch on her later. Sally Stageplay. Later on in the trailer, it looked as though we had the ghost version of Miss Chalice revealing herself to Sally Stageplay. She's one of the only human characters in the show and is distinctively recognizable. Her role and occupation is linked to her name. She's a theatre actor who tends to take what she does very seriously, along with how she handles herself. She has held multiple appearances throughout the game's phases, one in the traditional look that we saw in the trailer, another as a cutout version of herself, and the third was an angelic version. I'm imagining the pair are going to have to participate in a play with her in one episode in the show, which I think will be extremely interesting to see. King Dice. King Dice is the second in command to the Devil, and he was an individual that appeared in a couple of episodes in Season 1. As the Devil's right-hand man on the ground in the real world, he works alongside the Devil in assisting him in sucking souls. Any contestant that participates in King Dice's game show ultimately ends up with their soul being taken by the Devil, and their body being stuck in a zombie-like state. Within the trailer, we saw him using one of the Devil's demons as a weapon, so I'm intrigued to see exactly how that situation is going to end up arising. Werner Werman. Werner Werman is a rat that appears in the Cuphead game. He's a German military enthusiast that carries out all of what he does from the inside of a damaged can. He's highly skilled in creating things with his technical knowledge, and he's created a lot of what he uses against the brothers. Within the trailer, we saw him charging towards someone in his can, which had external weapons hanging out of it. Hilda Berg. Hilda Berg is one of the main villains in the game, and it's one that it feels as though you come up against fairly frequently. There are so many different forms of Hilda that we see throughout the game, and she comes across as quite a chaotic individual when you're up against her. The different forms of her can be seen here, 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 and here. She's a character that I'm looking forward to seeing in the show, as she's a powerful being that I imagine, although they won't use her powers directly, there'll be some influence and the personality may carry a lot of what she is. Cala Maria. Cala Maria has an extremely distinctive appearance in the Cuphead universe. With her purple hair that often contains creatures upon them, she's a mermaid that you battle in the water. She takes on the stereotypical role that a mermaid does in luring individuals to their demise, and she does this with the brothers in the game. As well as having the ills upon her head that it looks as though we're going to see in the show, she does also hold the ability to be able to summon the assistance of the aquatic creatures as and when she needs to, so she may be a formidable opponent for the brothers. There's a ton of new villains in this season of the show, more so than what we saw in Season 1. I'm looking forward to seeing how they're going to integrate them and their powers, and seeing if any of them will be able to defeat Cuphead and Mugman in any way whatsoever. So, there you have it. The Cuphead Show Season 2 trailer, All Villains Explained. If you want to see more videos on the Cuphead Show like a review of Season 1, theories and predictions or character breakdowns, then click on the I button. Or alternatively, you can head over to my channel where you'll find them all. If you'd like to give me a show or movie that you'd like me to review, then head over to my Twitter, @BrainPilot_, and tweet me what show or movie you'd like me to review next. And finally, if you'd like to see what I rate the latest movies that don't quite make the cut to getting a dedicated video, then head over to my Letterboxd profile. It's where I rate the latest releases in real time. Are you looking forward to Season 2? Leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.